All right, so these are the sounds of Heidi Tiffany, and of course, this is one talented recording artist whose versatility easily transcends into different varieties of musical genres. Now, her often distinctive instrumental choice and cadency delivery has brought a refreshing taste to the music industry. And of course, she hails from the Spanish town in St. Kathleen, that is Jamaica, and she is my celebrity guest for this particular evening. And the song which is playing in the background is titled "No Love," of course, done by her. So let's see if we can get hold of her, and then get to see if we can have a chat right here.
Hello. Yeah, sure.
He was a poor boy growing up, always wanted better. He had big dreams, so he went and changed things up. He told you he got a breakthrough. He told you better was coming. Poverty would be his enemy. Riches and gold his best friend. He had
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
All right, so you
Yes,
are
I'm here.
definitely you are live on Pan African Radio 96.1 FM in Zambia.
What?
Okay, network really seems to be bad. Can you get me?
Oh, wow. Yes, I'm hearing you perfectly clear.
Oh, okay, awesome. So, first of all, lovely music that you do out there, and what an awesome voice.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so let's get into it. Of course, your Zambian fans would love to know more about Tiffany. Perhaps we can do a little bit of a biography.
Yes, sure. So my name is Heidi Tiffany. That's my artist name. Born Heidi Ann Crawford. I grew up in Spanish Town, Jamaica. All my was Jamaica. I am a songstress. I really started singing at a very early age, and my mom got me into a lot of choirs, music festivals. In my college years, I was really involved in a lot of theater arts and so forth. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, it said it was reconnecting.
Yeah, we have you back.
Hello?
Yes, I can get you now.
Yes. So yeah, so I was really doing a lot of music and music festivals and theater arts while doing the schoolwork because mommy ensured that I did focus on the books as well. So after graduating from university, I went into the corporate world while still doing music, but I wasn't doing music as a solo thing. It was always background vocals or choir.
No,
You
okay.
know, I would do solo pieces at different shows and so forth. Yeah, but I really decided to go into the music world at the end of 2019. I decided to quit my job and just follow my passion because, you know, banking is not for me.
Mm.
Yes, I got my bachelor's, all of that, but you know, I wasn't necessarily doing what I wanted to do. So I said, you know, I'm going to go into my music career full time. I really started my career in 2020 January, and it has been a challenging journey so far because you know the pandemic and all of that. But as a young artist, I am currently promoting myself, and that's really what Heidi Tiffany is about now. I am a soulful songstress. As you said earlier, I have some really beautiful music out, and I'm just ready to share that with the world.
Okay, that is awesome. So, growing up in a house where at least you get supported by the family, especially your mom, getting to encourage you to do what you do, go about your art, but also concentrating in school. How was the feeling like? Because we know for a fact that not so many parents are supportive of their children, especially females, getting into the art industry.
Let me say, when I was in fifth form, I wanted to graduate from high school and go straight to music school, but mommy didn't necessarily want me to make that big transition yet. She wanted me to get some more academics in, which is why I ended up going to university.
Okay.
Yes, mommy loves the arts. She loves that I love music, but she didn't want that for me as yet. But as soon as I was ready to jump into it, you know, get some maturity, have achieved all that, you know, my family wanted me to achieve. When I decided to do me, everybody was more supportive then. But mommy do agree that, you know, she wasn't necessarily the parent to put arts because a lot of parents don't see arts and music as um, career paths with big returns. But look at a lot of artists now. They chose a path that you know it's not necessarily a sure path, but once you're consistent and you put out quality music, the rest is history. You don't know what will come. So now she has a different mindset to just support children who are passionate about their artistic side, and it doesn't necessarily have to be music.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think parents should focus on what the child is good at. So mom started doing that, and that's where my support came.
Okay. All right. So let's also talk about inspiration. Where do you draw your inspiration from? Who do you really look up to, and maybe probably reach at that particular level in the industry?
I listen to a lot of the old time singers, you know, the Barry Salmon, the Whitney, the Bob Marley, the Buju Banton, the Regina Bell, all of those great singers. Because I grew up listening to them. Those are the type of artists that my family would play on a weekend when everybody's home cleaning and cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So I really draw inspiration from the old hit singers. But my inspiration really on an individual level comes from my own experiences, the things I love about life, the things I see, the things I want for myself. So Heidi Tiffany writes music about love and passion and world love and all of that.
Okay. All right. So I always ask this question to the entertainers of when somebody listens to your music, how do you think they'll describe you just by listening to it and understanding the lyrical content?
I would say what I try to do when I'm writing my music.
Mm.
However, my music makes me feel I want that for persons. If I want that for my listeners. So if someone were to listen to probably three of my songs, they would say, "Oh, this singer is a very soulful singer." It could be an upbeat song that I'm doing. You would feel like deep love and connection in my sound,
Mm.
and it's relatable. So you will get this strong sense of passion from my sound.
Okay. All right. So let's say years down the line, how far do you see yourself? How do you think people worldwidely will listen to your music?
To become an internationally acclaimed artist,
Mm.
to be world renowned, and on a level where my music is just contagious, where I am able to do a lot of big collaborations.
Hmm.
In terms of music awards, that would be great. But I want to, in 5 years, become an established industry
Okay.
across countries.
Mm. All right. So, whom do you really look forward to working with in terms of artists?
Um, Afrobeat artists, Burna Boy, Davido, Tiwa Savage. I'm also an R&B soul person, so a John Legend collaboration would be really nice. And there are others, but I think the African artists are my main focus. Yes,
All right. You should also be listening to Zambian music. We have great talents that you would love to work with.
I'll definitely be checking it out.
All right. So let's talk about your upcoming EP. I know you are working on your debut EP. What will be the name of the EP,
Yes.
and what should we really expect from the same EP?
So my EP will be a beautiful, diverse, well put together EP of, tracks that will really blow your mind or calm you, or just songs that will really get you elevated. One of the surprises we're working on is a collab. I won't say much about that, but the EP will just be a mixture of all musical genres that are popular now. There's the reggae, R&B, Afro dancehall,
Mm.
and yeah, it is set to release in summer. So we're just working on that right now.
All right, so it's a feature EP. We have some big names that are featuring in it, or maybe you just going solo. You want it to hit solo.
It wouldn't necessarily be a full solo EP. As I said, we're working on a collab for the
Okay.
EP. And oh yes, the title of the EP, two titles, but one primarily would be Runaway with Love. We're not so sure on that yet, but the title of the EP will be really nice.
All right, so let's talk, about your music. Like, there's a certain way, or let me just say, there's a certain way of how you put in your lyrical content. So, when you sit down to write these lyrics, how do they come about? Does it talk about real life issues, or maybe it's just the artistic way of writing?
Both. I think I focus really on my talent, my writing skills, because I tutors in English. in university. So I sort of pride myself in writing stylistically
Mm-hmm.
in a way where it captures what's happening in real life as well as me as a writer focusing on art itself. And
Okay.
music is about art. Music is, how you form your lyrics, how you get the listeners to imagine things or feel things. So it's a mixture of both art and life.
Okay. All right. So the industry is mostly male dominant, and females are always deemed to be, of inferiority. How do you want to make a mark
Mm-hmm.
in the industry, for even the males to feel the kind of to feel the talent and also the kind of competition that you are bringing to them in the game?
I feel like with us as female artists, it's not about inferiority, but if you're a female artist and similar content as another female, then there's competition there. But like I said, I try not to pride myself on one particular content or one particular genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make sure that my songs are solid so they can compete within a male dominated industry or a female dominated industry or just the music industry overall. So it's not that I'm looking at another artist, right? Let me try to do better than that. I'm just focusing on content, good content that will rise above male, female. That's not what I'm focusing on. I'm not focusing on competition or it's just to put out quality.
Okay. All right. Do
It
you?
is challenging,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
no, you can continue.
All right. I wanted to find out on every artist, or let me just say entertainers. You always have a goal. You set a goal of maybe you want to win certain accolades. That's when you feel like you have made it or you have become this big artist. Do you have such aspirations?
Um, I'm not someone who pride myself on big achievements. And when I say big achievements, I mean awards.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me just bring up a little story. I started releasing songs in March of last, and seeing in 1 week
Mm-hmm.
that I have 1,000 listeners, that was an award for me. Because if I have fans or listeners, 2,000 listeners
Mm-hmm.
anticipating my music, that is an achievement.
Okay.
And as a young artist coming up, if I focus on awards, physical awards like the trophy or the plaque or whatever, that is straight from my artistry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So achievements for me is people appreciating my sound and getting genuine fan base that streams religiously who loves my art. That is an achievement for me, which is why I'm aiming to get a large fan base of persons who appreciate Heidi Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rewards will come after, because that's how it works.
Okay. All right. So, any plans of, yeah, quite all right. We are hit with the global pandemic, but we are now living in a new normal. Any plans of you, coming through to Africa and maybe grace the people with a number of shows?
This is one of the plans that my management team is working on, to have me visit a few African countries, because the appreciation for my music is primarily in Africa, and I really, really appreciate that. Over time, as things, become better with the pandemic and travel restrictions and all of that, it is a dream of mine to travel to Africa to perform here and there. Yeah.
Mm. All right. So, how can people get hold of your music apart from it being promoted on different radio stations?
Okay, so my music is available on all major music streaming platforms. So you can find my songs on Spotify, AudioMac, iTunes, YouTube. It's everywhere for stream or purchase. So you can follow me on all those platforms, stream my music, share with your friends, add it to your playlist. Yeah, and it's Heidi Tiffany.
All right. So, lastly, it's up and coming artists. They always have an issue being under management because they feel that management sometimes gets to sit on their talent by telling them what to do, telling them what time or at what particular time they're supposed to drop either a single or a video. Do you think it's a good idea for an up and coming artist to be under management just right there and then as they are entering the business?
I mean, to each his own. What works for you works for you. If something isn't working for you, then you change it. Um, Management teams are different, so as I said, to each his own.
Hmm.
I don't encourage persons to submit themselves to those type of management where they dictate when. Because I mean, as creators, there are times when you literally feel, you know, you feel like, hey, this is the time. But like I said, to each his own. I personally don't agree with that.
Mm.
But yeah.
All right. So, are you available on social media platforms? How can people follow you? Your handles?
Okay, yes, I am available. I'm live on all social media platforms. Funny, that's RealHeiditiffany. Real Heidi Tiffany. Twitter, Miss Heidi Tiffany. Facebook, Heidi Tiffany. And everywhere else, it's Heidi Tiffany. YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me, share my music videos, everything.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through, Heidi, and we really appreciate.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. All right, so I've been talking to Heidi Tiffany right there, of course, talking about her music and, of course, hinting on her brand new EP, which is coming out this particular year. So, yeah, which is coming out this particular year, and of course you gotta look out for that particular one. You can get to follow her on different social media platforms, which is Heidi Tiffany or Real Heidi Tiffany right there, and then be able to follow her music and of course her different works. Right about now, let's get on a very short break, and of course something also coming from her. This one is titled Greatness, and of course so far this is my favorite jam. Good evening.
Christie's music. Heidi Tiffany. Greatness is at your door, so what are you waiting for? Find the vibe, the drive, you got to fight and get out of your comfort zone. Make things happen, be a go-getter. Change your situation and you better know yourself. Be yourself, take the time, it's time to prove yourself. Rise up, challenge your spirit. Do something different. Come on, you can do it. Rise up, challenge your spirit. Do something yeah. The sky, it has no limit. You really can be anything you wanna be. You control your destiny. No more fear, no more stress. You got to find the courage. You're blessed and you have the talent. Push yourself to be the best. Challenge your spirit. Do something different. Come on, you can do it. Rise up. Challenge your spirit. Do something different. Come on, you can do it. Sometimes when you really, really wanna do better, people wanna fight you out and upset you. Ignore the negative vibe. Get up and strive. Get up, it's time to shine. Make things happen, be a go-getter. Change your situation and you better know yourself. Be yourself. Take the time, it's time to prove yourself. Challenge your spirit. Do something different. Come on, you can do it. Rise up. Challenge your spirit. Do something different. Come on, you can do it. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Rise up. Do something different. Rise up. Challenge your spirit.
Earshot, 18 to 21 on Pan African Radio.
Come on, you can do it.
You all know what time it is. Good music all the way with Professor Lance.
Something different. Come on, you can